Give me a laugh, a teasing look, pure seduction, but only then reveal your true emotions. This serves as the opening scene for the new HBO TV series The Idol, created by Sam Levinson and Abel Tesfaye. We are introduced to our main character Jocelyn, portrayed by Lily Rose Depp. And if this scene doesn't already hint at the main storyline, then stay tuned because this entire episode serves as a smart critique to the music industry. Jocelyn is a pop star, and although the audience knows she's compared to Britney Spears, the level of her fame is never explicitly established. We can imagine the lifestyle she leads and the people who surround her, all consumed by popularity. However, one thing is clear to the audience: she's going through something. After her mother's death, she experienced a public mental breakdown, but she's alone in her struggle, and those around her seem to prioritize fame and money over her well-being. PopTarts and RatTales perfectly encapsulates this episode. From the start, the audience learns that a compromising photo of the pop artist has been leaked online, as it is mentioned repeatedly. One wonders if they will show it, and they do. Jocelyn remains unaware of its existence. By the time she realizes that everyone is acting strangely around her, they have already attempted to exploit the photo. Is she a victim, or will they spin it as an empowering movement? None of the characters seem to care about Jocelyn's perspective or what she's going through, except her assistant Layla, portrayed by Rachel Sennett, who we later discover is her best friend. The opening act focuses on Jocelyn, allowing the audience to grasp her character, from the dancing with Diane, played by Blackpink's Jennie Kim, to the moment she realizes she's being watched by her crew. She puts on a show to please everyone. This character is facing immense challenges. However, something makes us question Diane's true intentions. Initially, we believe she's there to support Jocelyn, but a lingering doubt emerges. What if Diane wants to steal Jocelyn's spotlight? Nevertheless, Jocelyn's emotions take center stage. After a difficult conversation with Talia, the Vanity Fair interviewer portrayed by Harry Neff, during which Jocelyn is questioned about her compromising photo and the loss of her mother, she seeks solace and support from Diane, and the way Diane reacts to her request raises suspicions in the audience. The club. Nothing feels shadier than that. As soon as we enter the club, we sense that something significant is about to happen. The camera movements emphasize that Jocelyn is under constant surveillance by an unknown figure. The cult-like speech intrigues Jocelyn, and the audience can't deny that the club feels like a cult. And yes, Tedros, played by Abel Tesfaye, is the owner, or rather, the cult leader. The only person who genuinely appears to care about the pop star is Leia. Perhaps because she knows Jocelyn is prone to making poor decisions, but Jocelyn disregards all of that and Tedros' peculiar appearance. She becomes enamored with him, his persona, his smooth talking, so much so that she invites him to her house. Joss is searching for someone who will tell her the truth, who will reveal the harsh reality that nobody else seems to care about, and Tedros becomes that person. He doesn't hesitate to express his dislike for the song she's about to release, even going as far as to say that she's singing about being a freak, but she doesn't seem like it. For the second time on the show, we witness the connection between the two characters. Jocelyn is at her lowest point, seeking comfort and an escape from her troubles, while Tedros seems to relish the control he has over her. Tedros sells his version of the truth to Jocelyn. She can now sing, but what will emerge from Jocelyn under Tedros' grasp? Truth be told, one cannot discuss The Idol without addressing the controversy surrounding this HBO project. From the beginning, the show generated a buzz due to its content and graphic nature. Sam Levinson's increased involvement came with the announcement of a makeover for the show. Amy Seimetz was initially leading the project but departed after 80% of it had already been shot. The reasons for Amy's departure were never publicly disclosed, though many outlets report that the issues arose when Abel Tesfaye claimed the show leaned too much into a female perspective. Another aspect of The Idol is explicit content. Many sources claim that they signed up for a dark satire of fame and the 21st century celebrity model. However, when Sam Levinson took over as the director, the show allegedly took a darker turn, losing sight of its intended message and transforming into a twisted sexual fantasy from the male perspective. Several scenes were written but never shot to align with the original intent, but Lily Rose Depp admitted that Sam was one of the best directors she's ever worked with. Let's talk about the characters of The Idol. We've already discussed Jocelyn and Tedros as the protagonists, but it feels like something is missing from each character in the show. None of them are likable. Diane seems to have some influence throughout the show, hinting through her remarks and actions. For instance, she leads Jocelyn to the club where she encounters Tedros. However, beyond that, she has a few lines, and it feels as though Jenny's talents are being underutilized. And let's not forget about the group of managers, or rather, the people taking advantage of Jocelyn's vulnerable state. Chaim, played by Hank Azaria, may appear to have Jocelyn's best interests in mind, but ultimately, he's driven by the paycheck at the end of the month. Destiny, portrayed by Divine Joy Randolph, isn't afraid of speaking her mind about the pop star's life and habits. However, when it comes to ensuring that Jocelyn doesn't experience a mental breakdown,
But she never had a psychotic break, never had.
as if having a mental breakdown is a crime. And lastly, there's Nikki, played by Jane Addams, a record label executive who seems oblivious to her own insensitivity when she claims that mental illness is sexy. But then there's Leia, Jocelyn's best friend and hardworking assistant. We know she generally cares for her, but the way she's portrayed can make her come across as annoying over time. Despite all of this, one begins to wonder if the characters themselves are an accurate reflection of the current music industry. One undeniable aspect of The Idol is its visual brilliance. The cinematography not only resembles Sam Levinson's previous work, Euphoria, but also enhances the story by providing deeper insights through the shot compositions. By analysing the camera movements and framing, one can glean additional meaning from the scenes. Whether it's the club or the moments that highlight Jocelyn's struggles, the cinematography effectively conveys the dark undertones of the show. Jocelyn is our star, and the show boldly places the spotlight on her, even at her lowest moments. This is a signature element of Sam Levinson's style, and it lives up to the expectations. Overall, I didn't anticipate The Idol to be this dark and twisted, despite its marketing. However, I don't find the show unwatchable. Does it progress slowly? Yes. But perhaps there's a deliberate reason for that. Are there cringe-worthy moments? Certainly. But I'm intrigued to see the direction the story takes and whether my predictions are accurate.